I'm here with Grandmaster Victor Bologan. Victor, you are a very strong chess player. You also are a Ph.D. You also are into FIDE. You are into writing books, making DVDs. So many roles around chess.
Yeah, absolutely. Variety, I like it. Yeah. But actually, the truth is that everything I do is about chess, and I enjoy it a lot. And every day I find out something new for me. So it's, yeah, I like it.
What is it about chess that you like so much?
Well, chess is limitless. For example, my last speech you didn't mention contribution to chess. It was our involvement in chess was we started with my friend Professor Cairo a course for the Northwestern University in Qatar called Chess and Strategic Thinking. So the students, I think first time in the US history, they will get the full credits just for chess course, for the chess and strategic thinking course.
Oh,
So that's I like when you ask me what I like in chess. I like to explore some. So chess gives you these possibilities. It has so many benefits. Chess, educational benefits, thinking benefits. Of course, from sportive point of view, creation, art. So that many things of chess which I like, and every time I discover, even I'm already 40 years in chess this year.
exactly.
So, but still I discover something new in chess, even management, for example. Why not?
But when you started off playing chess, you were in Moldova. Is that right? And
Absolutely.
how was the chess culture there at that point?
Well, when I started playing chess, yes, it was the Soviet times. In Moldova, chess was not that developed, but I was lucky to have a good personalities next to me. My first coach, Ivan Solonar, who is still teaching. He's far over 80, but he's still training kids. And of course, Chebanenko, the famous teacher, and later he helped me a lot. So, talking about strengths, it was not popular and was not very strong, the level of chess in Moldova, but there were a few enthusiasts that gave me a lot in order for me to grow up. So I was lucky from this point.
And you became very strong. In fact, one of the stories which I love to tell people about you is how you won the Aeroflot Open,
Yeah,
and then
Cinderella story. Yeah, I know.
and then you qualified for Dortmund, and there you won ahead of Kramnik, ahead of Anand. That, can you tell us a bit about that episode, because it's just unbelievable that someone who qualified to such a super tournament could win it.
Well, my career in chess in general was always like this. I was accumulating knowledge, strength, experience, and at some moment I was like blowing. So exploiting. That was exactly the case. So I had already some good background. In 2002, I started to work with coach of Anatoly Karpov with Mikhail Podgayets, and that gave me maybe some more knowledge, more experience, more. Actually, that helped me a lot because he introduced to me Caro-Kann. He introduced to me to play with D4. So somehow he gave me more knowledge and more strength, and he, of course his experience in working with Karpov. That was one of the moments. Of course, overall my level was growing all these years. I was working 10 years before that with Dvoretsky. So it was accumulating. And of course, when the right moment came, Aeroflot and then Dortmund. Before Dortmund, I have to mention that I worked with Kasparov.
Ah,
So that also, of course, helped. I mean, when you're working on the level of Garry Kasparov, he was
is this public knowledge, because I hadn't read about it?
not much public. Okay, now since everybody is going out of chess, and unfortunately, for example, Mikhail Podgayets, he's not anymore with us. He passed away, but I try to in my next upcoming book, I will of course describe all this because. Of course, these personalities. I could not reveal the information with Kasparov for certain moments at that point because I was kind of assisting him. But I will, of course, I can now do it. And so, I mean, it's always in chess that you have to work hard. You have to be lucky with the right persons next to you with whom you work. And in general, my career, I worked with so many strong players, and I hope I gave them something, and I also took from them a lot. So at the end of the day, when I came to Dortmund, I was very relaxed. Actually, just physical preparation. It was one, but this in my book you can find it. I was working 1 month in my summer house in Crimea, just on field,
On the field.
Physically, I was working, and I had a very good physical preparation. So, and I was very relaxed. I was with my wife, so we were enjoying. And I was asked in the opening ceremony, what are my goals? And I say, why not to take a first place up front? So I mean, I was really very confident. Yeah.
And then it happened. So basically, it was all the work that you put in, and also your physical shape that really helped you. So you were working very hard on chess at that point.
Yeah, definitely. But hard and efficiently. There is two things in chess which you can work very hard and absolutely inefficiently. So that was a combination. As I told you, I had a good personalities next to me, and this exchange of ideas, it really helped my understanding. And I think that was a good year for me from practical and from overall point of view.
So it was clear like you were very strong, you were one of the best in the world. What exactly happened that you couldn't play many more super tournaments, become one of the best in the world, like top?
It's a good question. Good question. I did well immediately after that. The story continued for a bit. I was invited to Vacancy, where I shared 4th and 5th place with Topalov, winning I think the last 4 or 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 5 games. I mean, scoring a very good result at the end of the tournament. And that proved that my level should be there, but somehow, life it's here and there. I could not really focus, concentrate, and keep this path along the years. We have this family life. We have. In 2007, I moved to Qatar, and it was up and downs. I still continued, but it was never, as you say, continuously top 10. I never was top 10, top 20. I was many times top 20, but it was ups and downs after that.
So would you say like all these top players, let's say like Vichy, Kramnik, Ivanchuk, or even all these, one of the main things about them is that they have been able to remain very focused on chess and...
Okay, first of all, I believe they have a bigger talent than me, to be honest. Of course, I could win a single game against Anand, against Ivanchuk, against almost all top players in the world, including the one who are playing now on the stage. But of course, they have, first of all, bigger talent, in my opinion, and absolutely right, they are more focused and more dedicated to chess. As you started our conversation, that I'm very multilateral personality, so I like to do many other things beside the proper actual playing chess, coaching, doing that many things. But maybe that is explanation. But if I would be purely concentrated on chess, I could do a bit better, yeah, definitely.
And you did a PhD in how to, prepare in depth as a chess player, right? That was kind of the topic.
Yeah, that was the topic was the complex preparation of the high-level chess players. Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's exactly it was describing all the factors which influence the result of the game of chess.
When did you do this? In which year?
I did it very early, immediately after university. I stayed for the post-university, and I made my PhD in '96.
Wow.
96. So, the topic I can see that it's still. I mean, it's important. Of course, many things can be updated, but the structure it's the same. The structure of preparation of a strong player it's the same.
So you did an in-depth study, and if you had to, let's say couple of qualities which are very important, or couple of things for in-depth preparation, what would they be for a chess player?
Well, I mean, for chess player, everything is individual. Everything is important, but because we studied the players, 20 top-level players, including myself, in this investigation, and they assessed themselves during a period of 6 tournaments. So that's how we saw
that very interesting.
Everything is individual in every player case. So it's very important to know yourself. For example, back in 1960s, Korchnoi, in order to improve his chess. He analyzed first his games, then he find out that he has problems in the rook end games, and he worked very hard on them. And next year he became a Soviet champion. So I mean, everyone has to know. First of all, you have to know yourself very well. That's why in my PhD I was not evaluating them from outside, from inside. I mean, they were the biggest experts who can assess themselves.
Right.
This was the key point. Topalov was among, Shirov was among
Oh, that's so nice.
of the people questioned. So that, but the conclusion was very interesting because it's everything individual. There is no one general rule, one general advice for everybody. You have to explore yourself. You have to know where to add, how to improve, and then of course you can get better.
So this attitude of research, I think, has helped you to also write books and also make DVDs.
Not indirectly maybe, because in general the systematic approach, yes, I use this systematic approach for everything I do in life, the scientific approach. And of course when you write a book you have a picture what you will write about, or a DVD the same, you structure the material. From the pedagogical point of view, you know how to present it to your students, to your readers. So that helped, of course, because it's there, here and there, it's systematic approach, is structured. You have to know what you're talking about, what are the conclusions, what are the questions you're raising. So it's more or less the same, yeah.
And you made so many DVDs for ChessBase as well. I saw maybe around 8, I guess, or
I
maybe
think it was 25.
25.
If I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
But that was it. I hope it's still continuing.
Oh, it's still
just
there.
Recently, talking with Pascal Simon, my very good friends. Actually, all people in ChessBase are very good friends, and for so many years, it's always lovely to come to Hamburg to make a recording, to have a chat. Oh, that's a fantastic people and atmosphere in ChessBase, and of course that helped me a lot, and I hope to continue with them. So ChessBase is doing a good job. Of course, market is changing now. Many things, the information now it's so available as never before. Still there is a request for DVDs.
But which one was your favorite out of all you have made? Do you like anyone?
Out of my own DVDs, which my favorite, I don't have this habit to watch my own DVDs. You can talk about the ones who were more sold, but of course the big names are sold the best. Catalan, Najdorf, Italian, the big names, the big openings, they are sold the best, yeah.
I have to tell you a little bit my story when I went to play World Juniors. I was going to play the Caro-Kann, but in the flight I saw your DVD on the Lion on E4 D6 on Philidor.
On Philidor.
And I actually went and started playing Philidor the entire tournament, and it was great results for me. So it was fantastic.
Actually, my concept for DVDs is that like I give you a practical guide to implement it immediately. So in your case, for example.
Yes.
So, I mean, everything you need to know, you have it in DVD. Later, of course, you can make a deep analysis. You have to start. Actually, that also I give in my DVDs. At the end of every DVD, I give advice how to improve, how to get better in this stuff. But it's true that the material it's served in that way that you can easily play on it. So it's not only lines; it's also some general ideas, concepts, and plans. So you can implement them directly. Yeah.
Are you into coaching now? Do you teach?
No, now of course I am 100% focused on the work in FIDE. Of course, I mean, if talking about coaching in Qatar, of course I do. But I mean, international coaching I already stopped completely. I am focused on the work in Qatar and FIDE. So in FIDE, I have this role of executive director, and there are many projects, many plans going on. So that I try to combine these two.
How is the work in FIDE going on? Because it seems like right now a lot of work is being done in FIDE. Also, the organization is changing since couple of years. Things are becoming more transparent.
Yeah, that's a good question, and thank you for asking that, because for the last 3 years our new team led by Arkady Dvorkovich, after the victory in Batumi in 2018, Actually, what we are trying to do is trying to fulfill our promises, and I think it's visible. The results are visible, even this match, and many things going around. We went better in the promoting professional chess, but we completely changed the picture of FIDE from point of view of social educational projects. We do many more. And even in the difficult times of pandemics, when the challenges for many international sports federations, we cut budgets, we stopped tournaments, we continued, and I would say, flourish, because online, it's our field. The chess is practically only one of the few sports can be really played online, and maybe the only one. And we did all this official competition. We did 2 big chess Olympiads online very successfully. So, I mean, beside our promises, we managed even to manage this crisis, this pandemics, and okay, there are some other factors like this Queen's Gambit movie, which also helped us. But in general, it's nowadays in general in the world, it's important to have this social aspect of activity, not only commercial or only sports. It also should be a social factor, educational, so that we improved a lot. We have very good projects. Step by step, the team is growing, and we have new management directors. Emil started from the very beginning together with me. Now we have Dana Rieznice, the former
Latvian finance
Minister of Economics and Finance of Latvia, and she's doing a great job as well. So we have also a new marketing director. Okay, he's already for a couple of years, but
Marco.
I mean, that was never existed in FIDE, such positions like David Liad as well. Very nice worker. So we have a good team now, and the team is growing, and we are ambitious, and we want to face the challenges. I mean, not to kind of hide away from them. It's not easy. It's sometimes people are overloaded, but me personally, I'm leading this project together with, of course, our team, and with Alexander Turkot and Marco Verdoya. We are managing this project ChessID, which is the idea is to increase the numbers of chess fans, chess participants of the ecosystem enormously.
It's called Chess ID.
Chess ID, yes, exactly. And we are thinking how to launch already the pilot project, and that would allow us again to have a better marketing tools, to have a better organization inside the chess community. So chess community is not only those who are the FIDE ID players, but also the much bigger number of enthusiasts, of amateurs, of players, of people who like chess. So there are many projects.
So anyone who plays chess should have a chess ID according to this project.
Absolutely. Even for example, you are a visitor here in the tournament, and you are a spectator, you can get chess ID because you have a connection with chess. So yeah, that's
a very ambitious project.
Yeah, very ambitious, but we already kind of discussed this. The IT part, we have big names, partnering with big names, and we try to promote this as soon as possible, because that will give us completely a new step forward. And we will not simply declare, for example, that there is 1 billion or 500 million players in the world, but we can really quantify them and show them and organize them and do much more activities on different levels, as we say, social, educational, mass events, from all point of view.
Tremendous, very nice. So many roles, and all the things you've done in depth. It's not like just on the surface. You went deep into writing, into playing, into organization, administration.
Well, I mean, that's a normal approach. Otherwise, you will never achieve anything if you don't dive in depth. And I think what is my, let's say, good luck is that I am always with the right people, and teaming up with the good people, it always helps to kind of to realize a nice project. We have a very good team in FIDE now, so I hope we will do more for the benefit of chess. So
Yeah, and lastly, I want to ask you about your family. You have a wife, 3 kids. How has been their support in your journey?
well, my wife just she came here to support actually me here for one day, and because she's busy with her work, she's a ballet teacher, she's a former ballerina, and she's doing great. Our kids are going to school. They understand. Of course, they miss me, but accept that sometimes I have to travel. It's fine. We live in Qatar, so it's a nice place to live, and well, the family life is quite good. Yeah, it's good to have 3 kids. It's, some, some when you come back from a trip, it's good always to be inside the family. Yeah.
Fantastic, Victor. It's been a pleasure talking to you to know more about you, and thank you for all your contribution to chess.
Thank you, Sagar. It was nice. Thank you so much.